Welcome back to the final step of our adventure. We've come a long way, haven't we, folks? Today we're going to talk about passion and how to challenge, how to provoke, how to invoke, how to induce, how to impel. All good words. We're going to look at it. 4 reasons people choose a partner. 1, proximity. Closest, it makes a big difference. Physical distance apart. The chemistry, how well emotionally you get along, how quick and effortless the communication is, the comfort, how good it feels to stay in the relationship, and also commitment, which can be something inside or outside of the relationship that causes couples to stay together. Most commonly, children. However, it could also be something like a business partner, or if you're both athletes on the same circuit. And we have 6 human needs. We can split those into 2 groups. First, certainty, variety, significance, and connection. Those are the needs of personality, and they are universal. Everyone will fulfill these needs somehow, albeit in a positive way, a neutral way, or a negative way. The other 2, the needs for growth and contribution, are the needs of spirit, and they are the more difficult ones to obtain, and not everybody reaches that level. Meeting needs outside of a relationship can lead to problems. For being, in today's example, the individual, the male, was in a band, and his wife did not like this. So he was meeting his needs outside, and she was feeling abandoned, and her needs neither being met. So it all stemmed from the needs being met outside of the relationship. We all have a spectrum of emotions. It's interesting to hear it put this way. Then the dark and the light. Dark involves things with power, willfulness, and risk taking. And light is the cooperation, consideration, and loyalty. So it's not necessarily good and evil. It's just different ends of the psyche spectrum. Dark can manifest in defiance, aggression, and light can be loyalty, understanding, and service. Now, in the case study, we've got Neil, who is the band member slash father slash husband, who is thinking of leaving his wife, and Andrea, who is the wife, who is not present with him anymore. He can feel the tension. She'd confronted him before about the band, and they came to a compromise. And yes, Neil had he was pursuing interests outside of the family and losing family time because of that. Well, Andrea was disapproving and would withdraw and impose control. Now, the options are not good for either of them. For Neil, it's either he chooses the band and causes a lasting conflict, or he complies and gives in to someone who feels like doesn't understand his needs. Whereas for Andrea, she could either watch Neil choose the band or see Neil comply unhappily with her control, and likely to feel insignificant either way. So it is not a good situation for both. So they really have to evaluate and see, are they a compatible couple? Can't have winners until you're on the same side. Got to be on the same page in order for there to be any progress. Otherwise, it's just 2 losers. That doesn't sound fun. That'd be a pretty boring sport. It's good to find a way to surprise your partner, but in a way that they would appreciate. So not only does it fulfill the need for variety, but it also shows good understanding of them, which is going to foster other good emotions as well. Now, the interesting exercise is the idea of rating the level, the degree to which your needs are being met by your partner, and then do the same, imagining being your partner and imagining yourself. And this can uncover unforeseen thoughts and possibilities that might not want to accomplish or acknowledge otherwise, and what are the needs that aren't being met. So it's a very interesting exercise to do. I have done it myself, and I found it quite beneficial to really get in the mind, to the best of your ability, of your significant other. It's easy when it's difficult in a relationship to just give up and say we don't belong together. But the more you get past things, the greater the connection. So it really is increasing difficulty, but exponential payoff would be the way I would interpret that. Yeah, and we don't belong together is just a cheap way out. Got to stay the course when it's important and you really love someone. Consider strongly, commit strongly. So you really have to think, are the goals compatible? And if they are, then you got to go for it. No holding back. Interesting term, one-downsmanship. People always saying, I'm not good enough. I mean, we've always heard one-upmanship, but this whole idea of putting below someone else is kind of it can be a test. It doesn't have to necessarily be true lack of self-esteem. It can be a way to try and get certain feelings out of another person. Intimacy is better than isolation. I mean, what's possible through teamwork, I mean, it's simple math. 2 is better than 1. So intimacy will always have a greater fulfillment than things like meditation or prayer, which is great news because who wants to do those things anyway? Well, maybe some meditation. Seeking fulfillment in love is the biggest challenge. And we should look at problems as a way to practice growing and contributing. So it has been a big, long journey of self-introspection and fun. My name is... Thank you very much. Have a lovely evening.